Catriez, congratulations again. I know it sounds like a bit of a broken record, but got it done again, and I think under the toughest circumstances of the year, which makes it the most impressive outing. You ran wild, 5 touchdowns, 287 yards, and did your thing, but the fact that you did it on the road against a proud, outstanding, talented Strom Thurmond program and team, I think speaks volumes. Tell me a little bit about, I was asking your quarterback, Josh Strickland, a couple minutes ago, going into this game when I think you guys realized it would be your biggest test. What was the feeling in the locker room, out on the field when you were warming up? Did you guys have that confidence that hey, we don't care who we're playing, we're going to go take care of business and stomp them?
Oh, yes, sir, we had to, because the coaches said a little, Coach Cagle heard a little something from the locker room, and he told us, and that just hyped us up even more, so we had to go out there and win.
What is, other than the fact that obviously you're probably the top running back in the state this year, you've got a quarterback that's only a freshman that's playing like a fifth-year senior would, and but what are some other things, I guess, other than the obvious talent, the things that are obvious, that you're getting great quarterback play, great wide receiver play, and all that? What separates being talented to being special, like folks are beginning to realize Gilbert is this year?
That our defense can stop a lot of offenses, so we can get back on the field and execute and score.
Is that something that people just are missing out on, is the fact that the offense, obviously for good reason, is getting so much attention, but this D's really good?
Yes, sir. We got a lot of key players on defense that help us get the ball back, like Jacob Rye, Catriez Johnson, Darius Bell on the line, and Dylan McNatt in the back.
Now, are you playing a little, you getting to play a little bit on the other side of the ball now that it's region play? Because I know you like to get out there every once in a while and get your licks in.
Oh, yes, sir. Coach Cagle told me just get in practice, and he'll give me some game time on the defense in the game. You
playing a little safety, outside linebacker, both? Where are you lining up when you do play?
Outside linebacker, and I'm like on the line, so I'm like blitzing and safety.
You guys have Edisto coming up this week, and obviously this looks to be on paper a game that you should be able to win easily. However, I think it's great. Coach and Josh, when he was in here a moment ago, was saying, hey, we're taking them as seriously as anybody we played all year, because that's just the way we're doing things.
Oh, yes, sir. Coach told us they have some players on their team, and they can do some things, but we don't want them to get right against us and make us lose, so we got to execute and play like we did against Thurmond.
How's this been for you? Because you came into this season, no one had your name on any preseason list for anything. You had not even played tailback, I don't think, since you were in middle school. And now you are arguably the most well-known player in the state of South Carolina this year. I mean, you have genuinely exploded for good reason. You've deserved it. You've earned it on the field. But for you, what's this been like for you? Because it's unusual that someone has a year like you have, but coming in was an unknown. Usually it's a player that's been hyped up and everybody's saying, okay, now it's his senior year and that type of thing. What's it been like?
It's been pretty good. I'd like to thank Coach Leapart for putting me back there so I could show what I had. I didn't want to, but I'm happy he did.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Has there been a couple of moments where maybe when you're, just by yourself, maybe, getting ready to go to bed and just kind of say, gosh, is this really happening? This is crazy.
Yes, sir. That happens a lot.
Tell me a little bit about recruiting. I read a couple things in the paper today, and I've seen a couple things on Twitter, but just in your words, I understand some other schools are starting to really take notice, and some things are happening. Tell me just kind of the latest things over the last couple of weeks.
Yes, sir. I think I have an offer from Old Dominion, a walk-on scholarship for USC. I already have the offer from Newberry, and I think one from Coffeyville Junior College. I have one for them offer.
I'm going to ask you this simply because being in Columbia, so many Carolina fans out there. Obviously, there's a lot of difference between being a preferred walk-on and them just saying, hey, here's a full ride to come. Is there even a chance, because you're obviously going to get more offers too, and bigger offers, would you even consider, nothing against South Carolina, but would I don't want to put words in your mouth, would you go somewhere when even if it was a preferred walk-on, when you had concrete full scholarship offers somewhere else?
Yes, sir. It just depends on what I want to do and what can help and what can benefit me the best.
Mm-hmm. So that's still in play.
Yes, sir.
To a certain extent. Well, Gamecock fans will be glad to hear that because, and that always is subject to change. You keep doing what you're doing. I also loved what you said about the Shrine Bowl. You said, hey, I think you understand the fact that because, you know, half of that team is kind of sort of even picked before the year because they have the list of people and you've kind of been such a surprise. But you know, there's a lot of guys that I think would be whining about that or complaining about that, and your attitude is, hey, you know, hopefully I'll make the North-South and I'll go show everybody what I can do. Does it give you a little extra motivation, though, or is that just something that's not really a big deal either way to you?
It gives me a little bit more motivation because I heard the Shrine Bowl running back was real good, and I'm just trying to let everyone know that I could have been in that position. But it's okay. Hopefully I can make North-South, though. Yeah,
I think I might like to have you on my North-South roster. And you would be North or South, Coach? South roster. I'm quite sure that is Reggie that Reggie Kennedy's the coach. That's right. So the rest of the year, this is your last regular season game at home. And I would ask you about your last home game, but because you'll be hosting in the playoffs, it's not quite the same. But still, senior night, I assume. Senior night. So is this Friday going to be kind of a special thing?
Oh yeah, so this is my last time on a regular season game playing as a senior. So I'm gonna have to go out with a bang.
Yep. Well, hey, you know, gosh, running out of things to say. It's been such a remarkable year for you. So proud of you. It's been haven't been able to see a game yet, but I've seen lots of highlights on Huddle and on the internet and all that because you're not hard to find, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. So I can just say to you, keep up the good work, and hopefully I'll be able to come out and see you play this year. But it's been really fun. Been following you so far, and just keep it going.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Catriez Cook killing it for undefeated Gilbert here. 287 and 5 touchdowns at Strom Thurmond this past Friday.